Should African American descendants of enslaved people be compensated? American descendants of enslaved people should receive compensation, often referred to as reparations, is a topic of ongoing debate in the United States. This discussion involves historical, ethical, social, and economic considerations. Historical context. From the 17th to the 19th centuries, millions of Africans were forcibly brought to America and enslaved. The legacy of slavery has had lasting effects on African American communities, including systemic discrimination, economic disparities, and social injustices that persist today. Arguments in favor of compensation. Addressing historical injustice. Proponents argue that reparations are a way to acknowledge and address the injustices and economic disadvantages caused by slavery and subsequent discriminatory policies. Economic equity. Compensation could help close the racial wealth gap that exists as a result of centuries of unpaid labor and exclusion from economic opportunities. Symbolic recognition. Reparations would serve as a formal acknowledgement of the suffering endured by enslaved people and their descendants. Arguments against compensation. Practical challenges. Opponents often cite the difficulty in determining who should receive compensation and how it should be distributed. Responsibility. Some argue that current generations should not be held accountable for the actions of their ancestors. Alternative solutions. Others suggest that efforts should focus on policies that benefit all disadvantaged groups, such as improving education and economic opportunities. Current efforts and proposals. Several cities and states in the U.S. have begun to explore or implement reparations programs. These range from direct payments to investments in education, housing, and healthcare for African American communities. Conclusion. The question of compensating African American descendants of enslaved people is complex and multifaceted. It involves weighing historical responsibility, practical implementation, and the potential impact on society. As the conversation continues, it remains an important topic for public discussion and policy consideration.